Namaste everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll be sharing with you a sequence of restorative postures that will help you to open up through the chest and to create space in the upper back. All you need for this sequence is a couple of yoga blocks if you have some at home, or you can use a Pilates ball, or even a couple of cushions will do the work, or a couple of pillows. Alright, so we're going to begin by just setting ourselves up for this practice, and by bringing our awareness into the here and into the now. So close your eyes gently and bring your palms to touch in prayer gesture in front of your heart space, and just take a moment to notice your breathing, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. And with your eyes closed, you might be able to sense any tension in some parts of the body. If you do, then consciously send your breath into that area and allow that tension to just melt away. Allow that area in the body to soften. And then let's send our breath into the skin of our face, allowing all the muscles around the eyes to soften, our jaw, the cheeks, the forehead, the eyebrows, to let go of any tension at all. Beautiful. And these few moments that we take in the beginning of every practice are really, really important. It's just about getting your awareness in the here, in the now, and putting everything else on hold. Just enjoying this moment as a gift for yourself. Okay, let's rub our palms together, creating warmth and heat and energy in between the hands. And then place the center of your palms on top of your eyes. Take a big breath in and out through the nose. Feel that energy. And then transfer your hands in front of your face. Start to blink the eyes to open. Joy in your palms. Bow your head. Namaste. Great. We're going to begin now in any comfortable seated position. So if you feel that cross-legged works for you, please stay here. Otherwise, join me in Vajrasana. So for Vajrasana, the heels are slightly apart, the big toes touch, and your spine is nice and tall with the knees together. All right? If this seems a bit uncomfortable, please feel free to place a couple of cushions in between the sitting bones and the heels. And you can even tuck all 10 toes under if that makes you more comfortable. Whichever you choose, interlace the fingers in front of you and reach the palms away from you. And then inhale to reach the arms up. So think of drawing the palms up towards the ceiling and feeling that stretch in the sides of the body. So in the sides of your shoulders, in the sides of the waist. We'll keep the ribs connected and the belly button drawing in toward the spine. And just stay here for a couple of breaths. Another option here is to hold on to the opposite elbows and reach the elbows high towards the ceiling. Even this feels amazing for the sides of the shoulders. It just gives you a little more space. And stay here for a few breaths. You can close the eyes. Stay present with any sensation that you might be feeling in the sides of the body. And then slowly release the hands and bring your hands behind you. So for the next posture, we can either stay in Vajrasana or come back into a cross-legged position. See which one you feel comfortable in. And we're just going to walk our hands behind us and rest the palms down. Now this is really about opening up through the chest. So we want to imagine a string or a thread lifting the heart up towards the sky rather than thinking of back bending. All right? So think of lifting the heart, drawing the belly button in, opening up through the chest and allowing the collarbones to smile wide. So I'm just going to demonstrate it with another seated position. If you're with your legs crossed, same thing. We're just allowing the chest to open up. So the shoulder blades are coming in towards one another. You're expanding through the front of the body. And just allowing yourself to be here for a couple of breaths. feeling that expansion in the chest and the lungs. And then slowly start to walk your hands back towards you. Now we're going to bring our legs into a diamond shape. Okay, so again, if it feels a bit uncomfortable and you feel like you need a bit of support, you can bring some cushions under the thighs or even blocks. Otherwise, just let gravity do its job and let gravity pull the knees down towards the center of the earth. Once we've got this, what we'll be doing now is creating space between each vertebra, especially in the upper back. So we're going to round through the back. And I want you to imagine a ball like this, but a bigger one, like a beach ball, resting here. So you want to think of rounding the back over that ball. Imaginary ball. Okay, we're going to start from the upper back. So bring your hands to your thighs and we're going to slide the hands towards the toes. All right, so sit up nice and tall. Inhale, exhale, tuck the chin in towards the chest. So start from the upper spine and round the upper back. Slide your hands towards your toes slowly as you round through the mid back and then the lower back. Really think of rounding over this imaginary beach ball. Loop the shoulders in, but think of keeping the shoulders away from the ears. Now, you'll feel quite an engagement in the core by drawing the belly button in toward the spine to support this rounding through the back. Take one breath here. And then with the exhale, start to slide the hands back towards you as you stack one vertebra over the other, starting from the lower back, mid back, upper back, and come back to that straight spine. Let's do that once again. Inhale, straight spine. Exhale, tuck the chin and start to round through the upper back, simultaneously sliding the hands towards the toes along the legs. Round through the upper back, the mid back, the lower back. Loop the shoulders in, creating space between each vertebra. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale. Exhale, draw the belly button in and stack the bones one over the other, starting from the lower back, mid back, upper back, and finally the head comes back up. Great job. Now we're going to lie down on the back, and for that you'll need the blocks. So first option is to keep the block in its lowest height and then keep another one on top. So this block will be in between the shoulder blades and this one under the head. This one is optional. We'll see how we feel once we set ourselves up. So I personally prefer keeping this at a higher level like this, but I'll demonstrate both. So we're going to place the block just under the upper back, in between the shoulder blades. Our neck is free and our head rests on top of the second block. I do encourage you to try this out without the block under the head and just allow the head to drop gently on the floor. So this really allows an expansion through the chest. For the legs, you can bring them again in that butterfly position, bringing the soles of the feet together, allowing the knees to drop to the side. And with the arms, cactus the arms. So bring in a 90-degree angle in the elbows, just letting the shoulders open up and melt towards the ground. So here you should really feel a nice stretch in the chest and all the muscles between the ribs. Good. And to come out of it, we're going to slowly first bring the knees together and roll over to one side using the support of our hands to lift ourselves up. So I'm going to demonstrate this with the block at a higher level like this. For this, it might be a good idea to place a block under the head. So once again, I'm going to keep my feet together, the soles of my feet together, knees are open, wide. First block in between the shoulder blades, and then my head rests on the floor. If your head reaches comfortably without the block under, that's great as well. For me, this is pretty comfortable and I like it because it allows me to open up a little more through the chest. So I like to keep it like this. Arms are nice and open, and I just allow myself to stay here for a few breaths, allowing that expansion to happen in the chest. And once again, to come out of it, be very mindful and careful. Go slow, slowly roll over to one side. And now I'm just going to show you how to use the Pilates ball or the cushions if you don't have blocks. So the Pilates ball is really simple, and it's really, really nice because it's very soft and it kind of takes the shape of your back. So you place it in between the shoulder blades. And same thing, you're going to allow your head to rest either on the floor or on a block and allow that expansion to happen in the chest. Allow the arms to cactus, shoulders melt, and open up the palms up towards the ceiling. So the legs can either be like this with your shins one in front of the other, or the soles of your feet can come together. And then I'm just going to roll over to the side and show you how to use the cushions. So for the cushions, very easy. If you just have one like this, you're just going to fold it just to create a little more elevation. Or you're going to stack two small pillows, one on top of the other. So here we go. In between the shoulder blades again. And then rest the head down. There we go. And here, when you have your eyes closed, again, you're able to sense if there's any resistance anywhere. So if you have the habit of rounding through the upper back or hunching the shoulders, you might feel a bit of resistance here. So really allow your breath to guide you a little deeper into the posture. Breathe into the shoulders and allow them to drop and melt towards the ground. Just allowing patiently this area to open up. Allow all the resistance to melt away and to create space in the front of the body, in the front of your upper body. And then once again, take your time to come out of the posture. And we're going to end in a comfortable seat again. And the last thing we will do is just a stretch for the shoulders and the upper back again. So bring your right elbow on top of the left elbow and give yourself a big hug. So hug the shoulders. Keep the elbows away from your chest and lift it. So your elbows are right in front of your heart space instead of dropping. All right? So inhale here. And as you exhale, tuck the chin in toward the chest and allow the back of your neck to feel really long and elongated. Keep the elbows lifted. Good. Inhale, lift the head, and we're just going to switch sides. So left elbow on top this time. Hug the shoulders. Give yourself a nice loving hug and tuck the chin in toward the chest with your exhale. Feel that space that you're creating between the shoulder blades. And then slowly release. Good job. Bring your palms to touch in front of your heart. Bow your head. Namaste. Thank you for sharing this practice with me. I hope that this was useful. I hope that it helped you in some way. Please do let me know, leave a comment, leave a like, do share this video, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel to support my efforts to share yoga and knowledge about wellness and yoga as well. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.